Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you all have had a great week. I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those precariously looking Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4-hour. As you can see, we are very sternly testing this support area, this old resistance, new support area. This is basically a level that we need to hold. We need to hold this level. We need to bounce from here. If we do not do that and we start closing 4 hours basically in this area below this lower side of the support area, then it is quite likely we will see a move back down to the lows of basically our recent lows. Maybe we don't print an actual new lower low relative to obviously this low, which was a higher low relative to this low, but maybe we do get down to the mid 35,000s. Obviously that would also mean we have to get through this support area first, but we do have this support area basically around 39,000. However, I think this is the more important area here. So if we do drop below this area, I think we've got a good chance of obviously taking out this support area and then coming down towards here, even if it's sort of a wick into it, we don't take out this low. Obviously if we fully take out these lows, we will be looking at 30k, but I wouldn't suggest that is definitely what's going to happen quite yet. We'll have to see what happens. There are a few stops before we get down to there, but yeah, so first and foremost we kind of need to get supported here. If not, we've got a chance of getting supported here. However, I do think maybe we'll get a bounce, maybe we get a back test, maybe we sell off back under there and then we take it out. I think that would be the likely trajectory if we do get below here. But like I said, if we can bounce here, then obviously we may be looking all right. Stock markets, obviously, as you can see, had a pullback again, looking like they were looking good, trying to break up on this ascending sort of triangle. We had a fake out above. I mean, obviously when you get these fake outs, you pretty much know that you're then going to basically get slammed all the way down. If it is then to be a confirmed fake out, which it was, and then slammed literally all the way down, wicked into our support, and then now trying to make our way back up. So yeah, I mean, you can just see how sideways ranges play. This is why we like horizontals and try to isolate the sideways ranges and just play it level by level, because I mean that's basically what we've got going on here. Are we going to break below, trade lower? Are we going to break above? I'll break above and hold above and trade higher. We shall have to see. If we do get back up again, though, you would kind of suspect we've got a good shot of breaking and holding above, and that would we'd hope would be bullish for Bitcoin. There are lots of warning signs in the market, though. Obviously, we've got gold just drifting upwards, drifting back up towards this spike high, so that is clearly bullish. The 10-year is looking relatively like risk off, basically trading even in the face of insane commodity price moves to the upside, i.e. inflation. The 10-year yield is basically still trading lower, trending lower, which obviously indicates it's going to hit growth, and obviously indicates it's risk off. Dollar index also indicating risk off. Look at it go. Look at that currency go. Insane. Obviously there is going to be a lot of selling of rubles and buying of dollars, which is obviously clearly feeding into the dollar here. But yeah, dollar looking good. I mean, if you want to look at that ruble USD hovering around these lows as well. So as you can see, still under pressure. We obviously need to talk about oil, which is obviously, I say obviously like 5 times it's eased off this high, but I mean, so far clear of $100. Gone are the days when I thought we could get like a back test basically down towards these levels. We clearly shot off in the opposite direction. There were a lot of people trying to call the top and short this as well, and they've obviously been squeezed as well. But I mean, there's all sorts of problems going on in the Black Sea, and yeah, trade is basically being cut off. So yeah, and just everything is structurally bullish about this asset. It is pretty insane. We also need to talk about wheat. I think the Ukraine and Russia accounts for 29% of basically global wheat supplies, and it is not just the fact, again, they are basically stuck in the ports. The boats aren't able to get out due to the fact they're not insured in a war zone. There's that, and then also the fact that if this conflict continues much longer, they're not even going to be able to sow the seeds for basically next year's crop, in which case obviously it's going to be an even more dire situation. So yeah, I mean, this is just another food price. Just look at it. I mean, this is trouble. You just know that's trouble. The same with oil. It's trouble. It is trouble for the world. I mean, we know that central banks, they can't exactly tighten into this. I mean, the logic is they tighten into it because it's higher inflation and you need to tighten it. But I mean, just the economy is so weak at the moment. People are struggling. I mean, this feels like it's close to the end game from the start of the full-on Ponzi scheme that begun in 2008 with the first QE. This feels like as close as we've been to literally the end game. The end game. Obviously, we're all betting on cryptocurrency being an important part of the end game, and it may be because, like I said, if financial institutions are basically wrecked and currencies are wrecked and the economies are wrecked, I mean, the regulation that governments are going to come out is going to be largely ignored because governments are going to largely be wrecked and failed because obviously the mechanisms of power for them are going to basically be non-existent. So I think it's a good bet. It may not make you fabulously wealthy, but it may literally maintain your purchasing power when nothing else basically does. So we shall see what happens, and obviously that would make you relatively fabulously wealthy, but yeah, also could cause you other problems, But yeah, there you go. So yeah, just not looking good there. The Ethereum Bitcoin price again showing risk off, showing weakness as you would expect in this highly fearful environment we're in. The ETH USD pair has lost, similar to Bitcoin, got above an important level, now lost it, now back below it. Needs to put in a new higher low here and move onwards and upwards. Otherwise, we will be looking pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, I can't see how they're gonna not try and paint this chart into the weekend. It being Friday, I mean, it's a simple thing for them to do, to print a bit of money and buy up those S&P futures and get us up. Get the print. If we close above 44, if we close with a 4,400 handle on the S&P today, that would basically alleviate quite a lot of fears over the weekend. It's only 50 ticks. Come on, PPT. Come on, yeah, those guys. You can do this. That's kind of what we need. If we don't get that and we come below and we trade below here, it's going to be a pretty dire situation. So yeah, what a great day. So yeah, as it stands though, S&P got every chance to push up. This here, every chance to bounce here and look good. These are just one of the pullbacks. Trading isn't easy. It's not going to make you think, well, this is obviously buy now, just buy it and then just switch my computers off, go to the gym and forget about it and just come and collect my cash later. That's not how trading works. It's got to be a bit fearful and scary down here. People have got to be selling into here. The people are then going to be buying into that selling, and ultimately that buying has got to then overpower that selling, and then we move back up. I mean, there's stating some obvious information for you there. But yeah, let's see what happens. Remember, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall. Oh, actually, we forgot to look at stochastics. Let's look at stochastics. Are they going to support us at this level? 4 hour is looking like it could turn back up and at least give us some support around here, which is kind of what we need. So that is good. 4 hour is good. I guess 10 and 12 are still clearly going to be diving, but let's see how close they are to potentially turning back up. Not at all. So 10 hour and 12 hour, I'm sure is going to be similar. It's going to be in fact 12 hour must be just about turning over, but these are going to be a bit of a drag clearly on price action. Yeah, this is going to be a drag on price action. Daily maybe going to count. Basically we've got this 4 hour and daily versus 10 hour and 12 hour, but obviously daily is a more powerful one. 2-day looking good though. 2-day does look good here. 3-day okay, and obviously our 5-day and weekly looking okay. Weekly particularly good, and bi-weekly as we can see. So yeah, we have got every chance. We've got every chance. Depends whether we get any major action here, but it's looking relatively good. We can break above here. Things will look good. Things will look good. I mean, at the very least, we're just looking at asset prices and risk assets here. Central banks are just going to have to start printing more than they're still printing. They've not stopped printing. They're still printing. They're going to have to be more accommodative than they are projecting they're going to be going forward, i.e. not raise rates as much, which the bond market is pricing in. And there we go. They managed to get a reason to keep printing when it was looking like they were going to have to stop. So well done, inflationistas, global elites that just like to keep the money printing to keep their assets going up and their system in place, and forget about wheat prices and oil prices that impact regular people. So yeah, there we go. That is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.